As the war rages on, both sides have continued to push the limits of wartime technology.
A dog and a robot. I'm my own buddy cop movie.
One result of these mechanical machinations, man's best friend and world's best soldier, Barkley.
For England!
The favorite pet of a famous Brit, Barkley found himself in need of a new body after an accident in a tragic game of fetch. Now his dreams have come true. He's his country's greatest secret weapon, and he can take himself on a walk whenever he pleases.
Technische Überlegenheit gegenüber Menschen.
Nobody knows how the Axis created such an advanced AI, but Autobot is clearly the greatest scientific achievement around, even if it keeps trying to make friends with the typewriter.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Logical, efficient, confused by human laughter, this tin can may be a dud at parties, but remains a well-oiled machine of destruction on the battlefield. Stay tuned for the reveal of more troopers and for the launch of World War Toons!
Serkonan Guard will be stopping and questioning all foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnaca. Compliance is mandatory.
I'll tear you to pieces! Anything going on at the Grand Palace? Too far away. You got your guard, right, boys? Yo, you're This won't take long! No! Get off me!
Someone help!
She can't escape! Put on the uniform! Take this! Come here and fight, coward!
Get to her!
Hide you! Surrounded! You're done! What are you waiting for?
Time to pay off your debt to society, Byrne.
Peggy 16.
Rated M for mature.
25 years after our world was ripped apart from the inside, we had peace. But then, those we loved were taken.
Mom!
And everything changed. A storm is coming, and my son is walking right into it.
You kept our armor. If we don't stop these things, everyone within 1,000 miles dies.
Get the Ultimate Edition and play 4 days early.
has been the final resting place of too many men too soon. My job is to ensure that this won't be your fate. You have been selected from the best minds we have. You will take charge of one of the most advanced spacecraft ever assembled as part of an elite fleet. You will achieve your objectives. Strategy is the key to any successful engagement. First, know your enemy. If you specialize as a light or medium attack, assess your opponent's strengths, weaknesses, and threat level. Commanders of heavy cruisers should move into position to lay siege to hostiles while overcoming firepower. Those of you who pilot support craft must perform the vital role of repairing and augmenting Allied ships in the thick of battle. From the front lines, call out threats to the team's long-range attack vessels. They will keep the heavies at bay, so you can continue to push forward. To overpower the enemy, you must outthink them. And the enemy exists in every known sector. Each battle will take you closer to your goal. You have everything you need at your disposal. Now, go make it happen.
Welcome to Port Omisar, owned and operated by Crusader Industries. If you are in need of assistance, please consult your mobipass. Ready to relax in comfort and safety? Why fly when you can cruise the stars aboard a Crusader Industries Genesis Starliner? Make it a trip worth taking. Crusader Industries.
What was that noise? I heard something. I definitely heard something. What was that? I heard something. I definitely heard something. What was that noise? What was that? What was that? Did you hear that? What was that noise? Nothing here, we're all good. I swear I heard something. What was that noise? Firing! Firing! Space may be lonely, but you don't have to be. Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today. Apply together. Crusader Industries, the universe's leading producer of commercial class starliners, is proud to welcome you aboard Port Olisar.
That's him. Marcus Holloway. Time him.
Too late, he's in. Who is he?
That's the guy who could help us change the world. Welcome to DedSec. I'm Satara. This sweetheart is Josh. This weirdo's Wrench. And this is Horatio.
It's the crew, huh? Took y'all long enough to come get me.
Bloom CTOS is like a giant spider web, endlessly gathering data. They're making backroom deals to trade our private information. We have to stop this. We're talking data manipulation on a massive scale. Rigged elections, weapons programs, spying into people's homes. All of it controlled by one man, Bloom CTO Dushan Nemec.
Wait, so all these companies just agreed to up and funnel all their data through Bloom? Does anyone else find this suspicious?
All that data at Bloom's fingertips, that's like the world's most powerful monopoly.
This is systemic injustice at its highest level.
Let's show them what going to war with us really means.
I'm gonna break it down like this.
I want to introduce you to Raymond Kinney.
Hey, and you're talking to Bloom's public enemy #1, son?
Don't go near DedSec. They're my responsibility.
That, my friend, is CTOS without any makeup.
A few civilian casualties is the cost you have to pay for the betterment of the world.
You can't see the people you're stepping on.
Guess what, Marcus?
Guess what?
The people, they don't care how it works, only that it does. Namaste.
Nice hat.
Nice mask.
Okay, we're good.
PS4 for the players.
It's been a heck of a game so far. We're in the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, an 0-2 count rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. It's bobbled! Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's...
Good evening.
Francis?
Interrupting something, Jensen?
We don't work for Seraph anymore, Francis.
Be that as it may.
And I distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
Except in an emergency. In fact, I seem to recall you adding, I really owe you one, Pritchard. I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade.
Most secure corporate archiving bank in world.
There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle
Shadow Child?
She knows me as Nuclear Snake.
Why do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Are you joking me? You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the blades!
Can you reprogram the security codes?
There are only 10 hackers in the world who can.
Access granted.
And I'm 2 of them.
Have you found the executive suite yet?
This involves a little more than just typing on a keyboard, Francis.
I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
Corporate servers are in separate chambers. Each one is protected by lasers, drones, sentries, and more.
You're not trying to set me up, are you?
Blade is death trap, and I care for human life.
Foreign virus detected.
Richard?
Because you a dirty robot, I say go. Do it. Kill yourself.
Just sit in the chair, and I'll do the rest.
Please, you won't regret this.
I already do.
And the weapons. The tools Mr. Clay used to terrorize the citizens of New Bordeaux. I suppose you furnished him with those as well.
Actually, no. Don't get me wrong, Senator. I would have given him any gun, knife, or bomb he asked for.
What can I do for you, Lincoln Clay?
But like I've said, Lincoln never had trouble finding a weapon.
And just how does he accomplish that?
Help me kill Sal Marcano.
For most of that summer, one of his underbosses, Cassandra, she ran the Haitian gang, looped him into a sweet little arms smuggling ring she had going. That kept him squared away.
There are stashes of guns hidden in this city.
Full-service operation. They aim to please. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammo, you name it. It was all black market gear, of course. I mean, this was a real arsenal. If the VC had been this well provisioned at Lagrange, the whole damn war might have turned out different. Extended clips, perfectly tuned sight, hollow points, silencers. By the time Lincoln finished tinkering with the firearm, it was a precision instrument of death.
Nothing like this had ever happened before. Lincoln wanted to terrify the mob. He wanted them to know he was going to kill every last one of them.
Then, Jesus, then when Burke came on board, things really kicked up another level. Explosives. Everything from Molotov cocktails to C4. You know, the stuff they use for controlled demolitions, except in our case, not always so controlled.
There was a loud crash, like a bomb going off.
War on the streets as a gunman stormed the Royal Hotel, killing an untold number of men.
You know what the funny part is? The funny part is, Lincoln didn't really need half the shit to take down Marcano.
And the systematic killing of Marcano's capos and lieutenants?
Well, we weren't playing fucking patty cake. Christ. Fighting to him was like breathing. I've seen him bring a whole VC unit to its knees using nothing but his knife. I've seen him take apart an armored encampment from the canopy with a single-scoped combat rifle. Put a rocket launcher in the hands of a man like that, and those poor bastards never stood a chance. Even back in Laos when we were running guns. Hell, almost from the moment he stepped off the chopper, I remember thinking to myself, this man has a talent for violence.
Hi, I'm Greg Furch, art director for the XCOM series. We're excited to see XCOM 2 is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and we hope all of our console fans are ready for this new release. If you played Enemy Unknown, there's one thing you should know: you lost. The sequel picks up 20 years after the XCOM project fails to defend Earth from an alien invasion. Aliens have taken over the world, and it's up to the player to rebuild XCOM, retake the planet, and make our world safe again. As the game's art director, creating XCOM 2's new but familiar setting presented a lot of challenges for the art team. With Enemy Unknown, we looked at real-world settings to create tons of maps based on universally familiar locations. Places like museums, stores, and of course bars. But with XCOM 2, we had more creative freedom. The big question for the art team was, what does it look like when aliens with mixed motives design cities to draw people in? This was an interesting conflict of ideas, which led our imagery to be driven heavily by propaganda. We made an attempt to modernize and update the enemies from UFO Defense, but kept the core ideals from Enemy Unknown. Sectoids are the grunt enemy. They're small, thin, and look physically weak, but they are intimidating enough to present a challenge to new players. In XCOM 2, we evolved the enemies into something more fearsome than anything seen in the series. The game story has the aliens experimenting with splicing together human and alien DNA. This means that aliens aren't just bigger and badder, they're also smarter. For example, the mutant's physique tells the player the unit is less of a beast and more of a soldier. Enemy Unknown's gruesome-looking floater has become a godlike archon, with upgrades both to its appearance and its abilities. The sectoid in XCOM 2 immediately knows how to mind control, which was a late-game ability reserved for the sectoid commander in Enemy Unknown. Since XCOM 2 has a darker tone and a different look, we wanted that feeling to directly affect the gameplay. What was once a multinational government-funded project, XCOM has now been reduced to a grassroots resistance. Players are no longer waiting for the aliens to strike an area. Now you decide when to take the fight to the aliens and create your own opportunities. Even the battlegrounds you'll play through will be different each time thanks to our procedural map generation. The world of XCOM 2 is no longer the one you know. It's vastly more open-ended, and you'll be finding more choices available in and out of combat. Tread lightly, because the aliens made Earth a brutal and unforgiving place, where your actions will be met with real consequences. You asked for it, so get ready for XCOM 2 on consoles. Thanks for watching, and make sure you catch the next video in our 3-part series. Good luck, Commander.